Okay. So you can do a couple more of these. I'm gonna show the code again. I will try and choose a thing. I'm not gonna bother posting it in chat because it's too much effort. I don't want to listen to the sounds. There it is. FY1, I assume an L and then 7. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm Pingu. See you later. And Nugget, hello. Kids are so terrible from what I can tell. I feel the same. Like, I feel like I'd enjoy having kids if they were, like, above 10 years old or something. But I feel like there's a very long period of time where it's a net negative to have kids. Like, you don't get any time to yourself, and they're just, like, horrible things to take care of. Jump around, maybe? I do want to do more of that one, but I don't know whether we should just do... Like, I'd like to do more, like, random ones. Maybe we do the party one. Where's that? Party time. Let's do party time. Thought of having kids honestly petrifies me. Me too, but I think a big part of that is there's no, like, turning back. It's not like you can have kids, be like, oh yeah, this sucks, and then just go back to not having kids, you know? You're locked in. If you don't like it, you're just done. So I'd rather just not have kids and not have to worry about... I'd rather regret not having kids than regret having kids, I guess is the better way to phrase that. I would 100% be up for being a foster parent, though. I think that's a fair take. Also, someone just left. Alright, I'll start in like 10 seconds. Just adopt them. Thing is, I don't know if I want to do that either. Like, I understand people that would, but like... I think I'd rather have my own kids if I'm having kids. But I'd probably rather just not have kids at all otherwise, because like... I've barely lived my own life, and having kids usually means that, like, most of your free time is centered around your kids. If you get kids, don't do it when you're, like, 60. Early is better. I mean, it's better for your kids. Can all viewers join? They can, but we did also just start. Well, in America, it costs tens of thousands of dollars to do that, lol. Yeah, I've heard. I'm not sure how it is here, but I've heard that in America you have to, like... pay to adopt people, which is a weird, I don't know. I feel like it's a weird restriction to set. Like, I definitely understand them like vetting people and making sure like not anyone can adopt kids, but I don't know if that's the way to do it. No, not this, not this. I like it. I like this one. I take it back. I hate it. Send me again. Alright, we're heading this way. Oh, I already got blown off. Shoot me back up. Shoot me back up again. Shoot me back up one more time. Yes! Okay, I give up. It's not working. Into the pit. Alright, this one I think is the easiest. Alright. Now we stay here and I can read chat. Once you'll be Granny Keenoe and you won't have children or grandchildren, that's a lonely life, which I'd never want. God, I was watching chat. Like, I agree, but I just hate so many things about, like, long-time family stuff. Like, I don't like the idea of having... I don't know, to be fair, I don't like the idea of having to take care of other family members when I'm older. Plus, I'm, like, used to being alone all the time, so... I don't know. I think I'd cope with it a lot better than most. So I need to pay more attention to the game because it has not been going well. And who is like sitting at the bottom of the pit just living life? Oh my god, I can't do the jumps. Yeah, I'm gonna die, I think. Okay, cool. Safe. Not dead yet. You should have to pay to become a parent, to be honest. I actually almost agree with that, just because there are so many people who have kids in the same way they, like... It's the same with, like, getting pets. Like, there are so many people that just have kids or get pets just because, like, oh, I like the idea of this. So then they do it, and then they're, you know, they mistreat them terribly. And it's just like, it just shouldn't have happened in the first place. But at the same time, I don't think giving the government, I don't know, permission to decide who gets to have kids would be a good idea. Also, having kids, expecting them to be there for you forever is also a bit of a toolbar. That's how I feel. I'm not a fan of the... Because I see it mostly online. I honestly have no idea what my parents are expecting, but... I see it a lot online where there are people talking about either it's usually their parents, and like their parents, they like haven't taken care of themselves at all. They've left themselves in a complete financial mess, and then they expect their kids to just take care of them forever. And it's like, I would hate to have to deal with that. At least this generation doesn't have lead in their bloodstream. Maybe we have worse things in our bloodstream. All that 5G radiation. You never know, though. There could be something weird that's like, we're getting like long-term damage from something and we're not going to realize until like years from now. Kind of doubt it, but could happen. At least I know the bloodline doesn't end with me. See, that's something I don't care about at all. Like, I don't feel like I have good genes, so I'm more than happy to just eat them away. How did we get a race map with 12 people? I imagine it's because it's a custom game. Like, it'd probably be different if there's a much bigger lobby. And some deep conversations here. It's definitely the deepest conversations we've had on the stream before. It's always just like, oh, what's your favorite Super Auto Pets animal? And then I say I don't know because questions are hard. Ow. Ow. I know he's not even like intentionally touching me, we're just like bumping into each other, but I'm gonna say ow. Open again. Thank you. You were disconnected? Wait, people are getting disconnected? Oh, there's a few people over there. But we've only just... Oh, God. I thought I had to jump for it. I didn't know there were little bounce pads. Talk about politics, that's way better. Thing is, I won't even be able to do that, because I know nothing about politics. Other than Boris Johnson recently resigned. That's my politics news of the day. It's literally all I know. I don't know. I got really put off politics because I knew a lot of people in school that were extremely into politics, but it didn't sound like they actually knew what they were talking about, and it just turned me away from the whole thing. Anyway, looks like I'm fine. Hello, Justin. Justin, hug me. Hug me. Hug me? Hello. Let's dance in death. You know more about most people in politics. Did I read... I think I read that wrong the last time I read it or something. But I definitely don't feel like I do. Or at the very least, I acknowledge that I don't know any politics. I feel like most people like to think they do, and then get very opinionated and whatever else. I'm definitely not encouraging people to be ignorant, but yeah, I don't really know what's going on. By knowing nothing, you are ahead. It's better than knowing things that are wrong, I guess. I didn't know you were trying to hug, sorry. I'm so hurt. How could you? No, it's fine. Oh god, all the opinionated people are coming out in chat. It's Kalu, Nato. Hate how close-minded people are. That's basically it. Plus, like, I've definitely seen people get attacked when they said they didn't know something, so I just, like, I just still, like, stay way clear. I say, nah, that is not the sort of people I want to be around. Obviously, it doesn't apply to anyone, everyone, but I've seen some bad people, and I'm just out. Do I have Twitter? Because, oh no. I do have Twitter, and I never check... I only follow streamers that I like, basically. Like, streamers and YouTubers. And, yeah. It's safe. I, like, rarely see political stuff on my Twitter feeds, but you still see some really messed up comments sometimes. Or, like, you know, replies. Have kids if you want, just don't have more than you can handle. I mean, I agree, but I feel like a lot of people can't handle one. And they may not even know that before they've had that one. Let's go. I was gonna try and give Jetson a hug again, but I didn't realize he was the one standing right next to me. You follow me, right? I do. I've only just started following you, though. Do you constantly tweet political stuff, Kalu? I think I saw something about the new keyboard, and that was it. You should say your opinions on Twitter. I'd rather not. And again, I do not have strong opinions about, like, many things. I mostly just don't know things. That's just where I'm at. So, what is happening? You're gonna start a war. Oh, you can just climb up this. Wait. How does this work? Okay. Oh, not dead. I probably wasted a load of time doing that. Okay, cool. Oh, I remember this. I think this is where I died on the permadeath one. So I don't want to be in there. I think I'm going to lose, though. Because these two people are both in front of me. Yeah. Are fish wet? It depends if they're in water. And water is not wet? Oh, I fight you to the death on that one. Water is wet. Mud is muddy. No, I do not care. Opinions illegal. I wouldn't have such a hard time with this if people, you know, were more open-minded. I feel like the problem is like people on both sides. Like even people who are on like have the opinions that I agree with, they still seem to like exaggerate all the time and just attack anyone else that says they don't understand. It's like, oh god. This is what is happening. Sticks are sticky. Also true. If water is in, then water is... I don't know. Keenoe is snack. You know, that one might not be true. I'm sad I died! I wanted to play on this one. I like this like spinny circle thing. And I'm pretty sure the floor drops out as well in segments. Water is watery. Does anyone disagree with that? I feel like that's an easy agree. Something is wet if it has molecules of water on it. Water is just molecules of... or molecules, therefore it's wet. Exactly. It's got an outer layer of water. That is like the definition of a wet thing. True, but then there are people who take the opposite side just because, and that goes with any debate. Yeah, again, that's why I just haven't been into debates in my life. Also, Justin is like a champion. What is he doing? He's like riding the low bar. Orb is Orby. Oh, do you guys want an orb? Let's have an orb. You get no music, but you can have orb. There you go. Nah, I'm taking that off. There you go. No more orb. Music is better than orb. Water can be ice or vapor too. True? I don't know. I still feel weird about that we call water... Because like when I think of water, I think of just the liquid. I don't think of it as something that could be in any state. Whereas, you know, with other things, it's... you say it's like liquid this or stone that. But I guess it's just because it's like room temperature. Because like if you say, you know, rock or something, you know it's a solid. Because that's the standard thing for it. Oh, the opposite of wet is dry. Therefore, if you cannot dry it, it's not wet. That's actually kind of a decent point. Keenoe knows how to please chat with orb that I then immediately took away. Is lava rock? I think so. I'm just trying to think how you can dry water now. It's true. How can we dry water? I mean, there's like dry ice. Does that count? Because you said ice is water. Whoa, there we go. We found the loophole. And dry ice isn't actually water, I think. Is ketchup a soup? I believe I've heard people say yes, but I have not been part of those discussions before, so I have no clue. This is going like, is hot dog a sandwich territory? I don't know enough. I need to research. I don't know definitions. Ketchup is a smoothie. I'd almost accept that. You should definitely not drink it like a smoothie, but you can convince me. Dry ice is not made of H2O. See, I didn't think it would be. But it's called dry ice, so I'm using it in my argument. My very illogical argument just to argue with people. Is the ocean a soup or a stew? I don't actually know what the difference is. Well, like, you know, I don't know what the definitions are. Is like cereal a soup or something? Like just cereal with milk in, is that classed as something weird? first coal rises again. There'll be more. These are always going to come back. Also, Justin, congratulations. You didn't get a hug, but you did get the win. No patats. Alright, let me show the thing again. We're at 13. We got less people. Alright, one more code in chat. This is probably the last lobby, because I am getting hungry. Anyway, I'm typing in predictions. What am I doing? Announcement, code. Sorry about the lack of sounds right now, but I also cannot hear anything. I'll tab back in a second. If water is wet, then fire is burnt, no? No, disagree. Being burnt means it's been, like, damaged by fire. I think people just say, like, heat is hot and fire is hot. Like, yes, I agree. Milk thirst is a crime against humanity. There's no one there to stop me. I'll do what I want. No, I don't know if I've ever put milk in first. It's always on top. Blue fire is cold. No, blue fire is, like, even hotter. Unless you've just been, like, throwing, like, ink in it or something. I swear I've seen someone, like, throw, like, a newspaper in a fire or something and the flame turned green. Just because of, like, weird ink stuff. I imagine you shouldn't burn stuff like that, but, like, it looked cool. Dry ice fire is blue. What? What is that? And Fortnite or Minecraft? I'm definitely on side of Minecraft, I think. Copper isn't too bad for you. I mean, are you meant to eat it? Oh, it's green because there's copper in the ink. I know, like, copper, like, when it rusts, it goes green. Anyway, I haven't selected a show, so let's do that. So, do you want to do, like, the ice one, maybe? I know that was in here. I think we can do that. Alright, let's go. Copper burns green, color may not reflect flame heat. Ben 10 to Alien is not that bad. I already know the reference. You've shown me the meme. If you burn elements, it can change color of fire. I mean, you have to burn elements, right? Everything is made of elements, therefore you must burn elements to make fire. Did you ever do the set fire to different substances in chemistry to see the colors? I don't think I ever did that. I know I did some, like, weird color stuff with, I don't know, stuff in, I want to say jars. We'd, like, heat up different stuff and mix them together and it'd change the colors and weird stuff like that. But I don't think we ever did much with fire itself. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Egg, but again, it's depending on... It's like a dumb question, but it depends if it has to be a chicken egg or not. But either way, it has to be the egg, because even if, like, if you set, like, hard genetic, like, lines on what is considered a chicken, the chicken still must have come from a chicken egg. So it must have, the first mutant must have been a mutant egg, which developed into the chicken. Chickens are dinosaurs. Also technically true. I think, like, all birds are meant to be reptiles. But, like, a weird... They have their, like, own name for the type of reptile they are. But I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. Chicks started as mammals. I don't know about that one. Am I in the lead? Am I in lead? Let's go on the punch thing, then. Justin. I'm sorry. Yes, I've overtaken them. No, please. Yes, launch me. Ooh, first in, I think. I feel like we're in a debate class right now. I never went to one. Like, I know my schools had... Actually, I mean, I imagine my uni did, but I think my sixth form had a debate club. But I never went to any of them, despite, like, half the people I knew going to them. The best chemistry experiment we did was taste different concentrations in sugar water. Of sugar in water. You got to taste it? Seems kind of weird, honestly, but it's more fun than anything I ever did, so. Are there any reptiles using one super specific system of taxonomy? I mean, it's enough for people to complain when I don't include birds in my reptiles only lobby, so. Birds aren't real. Now, that's something I can get behind. It's all drones. The government's been lying to us. I love to just outright lie. It depends if it's a fun lie. Like, bird drones. The government lies? I mean, probably. Honestly, yeah. I think that's a hard yes. I think the government is lying about stuff. Probably not all birds being drones, though. Biggest debate, Keenoe is a good streamer. Is that a big debate, Bako? It's not even like the best streamer, it's just a good streamer. Am I that bad? I'm bad at the game, apparently. Oh, you need to get points. It's not just like, get to the end. So I should be going for the smaller ones. I suck. I suck so bad. Alright, we go for the middle one. I hate everything. People have already made it. I'm at 1 point. Oh god. Oh god. Free me. I can't end on this. Launch me. I didn't launch anywhere. Fine. We go for bronze. I'm definitely out, by the way. There's like no chance of redeeming this one. Oh, there's like a gold one at the end. Okay. That makes it a bit easier, but... Oh, God, I wanted that. Please, speedrun. It's not happening. Maybe if I get like right to the end and no one else wins, there's a chance, but... I'm not feeling good about it. No! Oh, I could have been in if I did that! I didn't know there was a gold one like right at the front. Please. Please, this silver. I'm so outright. Can I reach this? Oh god. Oh my god. What do I think about whiskey? I don't know if I've ever tried it, but I'm not a big fan of alcohol. I've drunk alcohol for social reasons, but alcohol doesn't taste good to me. Yo, awesome comeback. It was a comeback in that I didn't lose. It was not awesome. That was like the biggest fumble I've ever done. Just over and over again. In French, government sounds a lot like... chat scrolled. I can't even like go back up to read it. This is just gone. I'd have to tab out again. Oh my god, hi Keenoe. I'm so glad I can finally make it to one of the streams. It's almost 1 AM. Well, anyway, welcome, macarons. I'm trying to think where like 1 AM would be. That's like Asia, right? It's gotta be. The more you drink, the better it tastes. I don't... Oh, whiskey. I don't agree. Like, when I did used to drink stuff, and I wouldn't do it much because I didn't like it. The more I drink, the less I'd focus on it tasting bad, but it never got to the point where it tastes good. But either way, I'm talking about like... Oh, cool. Launch me. Okay. I give up. I give up on the hammer. I don't know how to make it work. Launch me up again, please. Ooh, drinking game stream sounds interesting. No. No drinking on stream. Is that even allowed? I swear there were rules about that. I know it didn't used to be allowed, and I'm not sure if they changed it. Isn't that hammer going backwards? Was it? I thought it was like spinning for like... I don't know. I thought it was spinning in the right direction. Maybe I was being dumb though. We're in. Ooh, oh, it's not over. I thought like that was the goal. But we've done it. Cool. Drinking is fine as far as I know. I wonder if there's rules, because I think like there's some weird stuff about smoking as well. Like, you're allowed to smoke, but you're not allowed to show people that you're smoking. Or maybe you're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know what it is. You can drink on stream as long as you don't endanger yourself or others. To be fair, I think that's a a fair rule to have. Redemptions for drinking is against TOS, I believe. Well, you say not, I believe, but... I would imagine that redeems making the streamer drink is probably not allowed. Remember when I said Australia had 5 time zones? Well, on the other side of the country from me, it's 1 AM, not 12:30. Oh. Also, is this one again? I remember this. Is this the final one? Justin, I'm coming for that hug. Give it to me. Hello. Hug. Yeah, there we go. Ow! Justin, my boy! I'll save you. I'll pull you back. There we go. No! Justin, please, get back to safety. Alright. We're safe here, right? Hello. Hello, Pie. Pie, watch out. Oh! The other bull saved us? Hey. We're fine. Justin, you coward, running away. Do you not feel safe here? Yeah, there you go. Hold on. Hold on. We're safe. I'm worried I'm gonna get murdered. Not like the ball is gonna murder me, but actually... Yeah. Oh god. I'm gonna run away now. Please, please! Qualified! Perfect game. That was kind of close. Gonna be honest. Love it when that happens. I think that's the first one I've had. When I like die like in the goo. Well, you know, I win in the goo. Last night you got 2 sloths in 7 games? Oh my god, I think like all of my sloths have been at least like 10 hours in the game apart. Like at the least. Next stream have a horror game. No, I may do some horror stuff when it gets to like Halloween maybe. But I'm not into horror games. Like I like watching them, but I don't know if I've ever played a proper horror game myself. What horror game would you even recommend? I have like a bunch on my Steam, but I think they're old. I don't know, maybe it's like classics and, and they're all good. Who knows? Justin, let's go this way. Oh, there's a fan. Since when was there a fan in this game mode? Don't kill me. It's not too bad. Phasmophobia? Oh, I love Phasmophobia, but I don't really consider that horror, honestly. I don't know, that game doesn't scare me. I think of horror as the ones where, like, it's like, you know, basically always single player and it's, I don't know, either gore or weird psychological stuff. Not just like, hey, there's a spookum here. Wait, does Keenoe play Phasmo? I have played it. I have not played it for a while, though. It's been a couple of months, at least. Blue Flame, hello. What? Oh my god, I actually died to the fan. No. I wasn't paying attention to it. Alright. Back to trying to read chat, but not being distracted. You've always had fans in Fall Guys. Haha. Doki Doki is a horror game, but no jump scares, an interesting storyline. I've already seen it. I watched Moon Moon play that, I think. I may have watched another playthrough at some point, but that's definitely the first one I saw. Play The Quarry. I've seen NL play it. By the way, I think I'm going to do one more of these. I'm feeling one more game. Iron Lung, I've also seen. It wasn't a playthrough, though. I saw like a... like an analysis video of it. But I already know the jump scare at the end. Alright, one more, guys. Moon Moon the Wolf. It's been a long time since I've seen Moon Moon, so I don't know about the wolf. The classic Overwatch streamer who hasn't played it for like 5 years. Literally, I used to watch him quite a lot, and then because he used to do 2 streams a day, and he'd have like a morning one and a night one. And his night one was always like super. It was like midnight to 5 in the morning for me or something. You know, 1 until 6, something like that. So I could never see those ones, but I could see the other ones. And then eventually he dropped his morning ones, so he was like completely out of my my time zone. Anyway, what do we want? Play Cooking Companions. I've never heard of it. Slime climb time. Nah, let's find another, like, just themed one. Medieval, maybe? Slime survivors. Stay after the slime or you're out. You can maybe do that. How do you guys feel about slime survivors? Tiptoe tournaments. This one kind of gets me as well. No more predictions. We could do one more. If Callie's not going to set one up, then I can do one quickly. Do we want like a cool will Keenoe win, or are we still doing like top 2? You can do? Okay, Callie. Thank you. I'm thinking tiptoe, honestly. I want to see that. Or you can? will win. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, hold on. There we go. Okay, prediction starts. And all caps will win. There we go. Yes, no, 1 minute. Error creating the prediction? Oh, it's already started. Callie, you beat me. Okay, you have sound again. I can't remember, was it this stream or the one of his vids where he said he'd do a 12-hour stream for 100k? That was a recent video. It was quite a while ago in streams. But yeah, 100k bits is, that's a lot of money, so I think that deserves a big, long stream. 20k on no again. Did I hit a real one? No. There's a real one, though. Oh, you just run all the way across. Dude! I'm getting murdered. YoPlay has the... Wait. Have ever seen a cat? I'll try and remember the name and write it down, but I've never heard of that. Oh. Ooh. Anyone else want to experiment? Yes, all the way. I'm getting pushed off. I'm actually getting murdered. I hate this. Oh my god. Alright, what's it called? Have ever seen a cat? Have ever seen a cat? Don't. It's a stupid game, but funny. I was joking. Oh, okay. I'm still gonna check it, but... Oh, why did I have to get murdered? Such an easy Doubter game. I got murdered! I definitely would have made it in. That's like the first time someone's tried to murder me. I've heard of Sally Face. It's really cool and interesting. I have not. I shall write that one down as well. No, I can't. It's... If I tab out, then you guys don't get any sound. What's it about? Time for me to head out. Just glad to finally catch the stream. Good luck, have fun. Alright, Cabot. Glad you enjoyed it. Honestly, I'm probably going to be going soon too. I think this is the last game. I need food. I'm dying. I can write it down and DM you. I mean, I'll just tab out if it's really bad. Or, if I really need to. I still see it though. I'll just keep it in my head. Sally Face. Person who murdered you was a Doubter me think. It probably was. People like doing that. Sally Face is about a weird guy who just moved in, and strange stuff happens, and a cult gets involved. Is it like a short game? I watched like Manly Badass Hero, and he plays a lot of like short horror game stuff, and that sounds kind of like that sort of theme. Oh, did this person give up? It has chapters. Alright, fine. I'm alt-tabbing. No sound for a second. Sally Face. There we go. You hate Tiptoe? I mean, I thought I liked Tiptoe, but I don't know if I played it before. Also, what's happening? Oh. It was like frozen. No. Try Scrap Mechanic, Buggy Spankbox game. I actually might have that. At the very least, I've seen people play it. It'd be a good horror game that's not really horror. I don't know. For me, like, horror games that aren't really horror, I think Little Nightmares falls under that for me. Like, I like I can't even remember which one I played. I've seen a playthrough. Yeah, I think I saw a playthrough of the first, and I didn't finish playing the second. But I'd like to go back to both of them, because I can't even remember what happens barring, like, the spooky big people. Hello, this is my first stream watching. I've watched your YouTube vids for a few months. Hello, CJ. Welcome, welcome. And Five Nights at Freddy's. I have neither, like, seen much gameplay, nor, like, played it myself, so... I would almost be going in blind. Or Mori, maybe. I have heard it, and I do not know what it is. You know, got too scared. Wait, of what? Little Nightmares? Little Nightmares wasn't scary. I think I just, like, I was playing it with my sister. I'm wondering. Do we do one more? Go till 6. Anyway, congratulations, Alligator. You have done it. I've watched all the Game Theory's videos on Five Nights at Freddy's, but I've never played. I used to watch a lot of his videos. The only one I saw recently was, like, the Backrooms, I think. Because I got into that. I want to do that one again. I don't think we'll do that one again. I think we'll do one more, though, at least. I didn't hear Five Nights at Freddy's until a few months ago. Really? At the very least, I knew about, like, Markiplier, and he was always, like, big Five Nights at Freddy's guy, but I didn't really watch him. He was just, like, I had heard about it through him a long time ago. That is wonderful. Solo show? Is this one of the ones that can bug out? I can't remember which ones are not great. Mori's battle boy with strange illusions starts to happen, then he has to confront his biggest fears to gain control of himself. Whoa, sounds story-ish. Can't watch Markiplier or all the stuff because he yells so much. Does he not still? Like, I never watched him for the same reason. He seems like a nice guy, but like that level of screaming is not for me. I don't know what to pick. You know what, let's do the icy one. I can't remember if we actually did that. Snow Day Stumble. Let's go. What about that creepy Flash game that RT Game played? I do watch RT Game, but it's been a little while, and I don't know what game you're talking about. I probably missed it. It's toned down, even mentioned how he used to play it up. I mean, I'm not surprised he used to play it up, because I feel like basically everyone that does act like that, I'm pretty sure they're at least mostly putting it on. But, yeah. It was too much for me. Have you ever played Hollow Knight before? Yeah, it's one of my favorite games. Like, my profile pictures on all my online accounts used to be a too zoomed in picture of Hollow Knight. Or the knight from Hollow Knight, if you want to get technical. Yeah, can't wait to see Silksong come out. Have I ever played Super Auto Pets before? Doesn't ring a bell, no. He also said it would strain his voice because he would try to sound deeper. Interesting. You still watch a guy called Zach Scott Games? I remember, I recognize the name, and I can't put a face to it. Gets so much less views than he used to, but it's still so heartwarming seeing him upload Plants vs. Zombies consistently. Huh. Why is the lobby so small? Most people left, I assume? We had like 30 people earlier, but it like trails off. Alright. Yeah, I think I played too much Hollow Knight. I used to speedrun it a while ago. I never speedran it, but I did everything except for the 2 last Pantheon things. So I never beat whatever, you know, like special Hollow Knight's called, and I never did Absolute Radiance. But I at least beat Sly, so that's as far as I got. Anyway, I would rather stop, please. I was kind of hoping for a punch there, but it didn't happen. Tried to get in and couldn't. Oh, I didn't know we had people still waiting. Maybe I should have left it for longer. Oh, it didn't kill me. Nice, okay. It had 13 player max though. Did it, or was that like after I selected it? I feel like it would have had a higher max. It was probably like I hit start the lobby and then it was So loading in for everyone, so it's just a 13 out of 13 or something. Oh. This is Keenoe after hours. It actually is. This is a late night Keenoe. Even though it's like 6 p.m. here. Have you tried out Fall Guys? I don't know, you tell me. I know it's a joke question though. Come on Keenoe, I've got 500 balls on the dub. Actually playing Inscription, great game, easy-ish and good story. I have seen some of it. Thing is, I actually got really confused about what the game was, because I remember only seeing like clips from this same thing where they're playing this like card game against I don't even know, scary bush monster guy. But then it definitely has different scenes that you can like run around and do stuff. I'd like to try it. I actually bought Peglin recently, and I want to try that too. Although I've heard a mix of things about it. Like lots of the reviews on Steam say that it's like got great promise, but really unbalanced at the moment. Let me up. I'm ready. That's not a great start, but can I get over the lump? Oh, this isn't good. I thought I was further ahead than I was. Dodged? Rip. Hello, ball. You bought what recently? Peglin. It's also a roguelike, but I don't know how to describe it. It's like Peggle, if you've played that old game. I can't remember when I played that, but I have, and I did enjoy it. That was like Plants vs. Zombies era for me, I think. Ow. These people are getting like pushed away. I can't jump up here. No, get out of the way. Yes. Okay. What have I missed? Pokemon Showdown or any Pokemon game stream when? It has been forever since I played a Pokemon game. Like, the only Pokemon game that I played semi-consistently for... I say semi-consistently, it's still been, like, years since I tried it, but on the... I think it was the Wii, there was a game called Pokemon Rumble, and I enjoyed that a lot. It wasn't even, like, normal Pokemon, it was some weird game where you, like, everything is, like, a toy Pokemon, and you build up a squad, and it's, like, up to 4 people, local multiplayer. It was a really fun time. He started streaming at 8 AM for me. Yeah, it's early for, like, the America side of the world at the moment. Well, it's not that early right now, but yeah. Jackbox would be great. I'm all in for Jackbox, but I don't know which ones are good for streams, and I don't know how I'd keep up talking, I suppose. Delay varies depending on your internet. The actual distance to this Twitch serverinos. This is true. I woke up early to see your stream. Thank you, Thanos Potato. Had that on 3DS. Oh, Pokemon Rumble. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Alright, I'm not going to mess up that much this time. I'm going to speedrun. Never mind, I suck. Please. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, there's a platform there. I really wish I could have got that gold ring, but instead we just dive through the little silver here. There we go. Alright, I think I might have a chance at not dying on this one. Oh, wait. No, that's too high now. Alright. Yeah, it should be good. I just need to get to the end. There we go. Lovely. What have I missed? My grandma just tried to call me and I denied the call to keep watching your stream. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's 10 AM for me right now, just finishing coffee number 2. I don't drink coffee. I've been like debating whether I should start or not. I've heard good things, but I hate the idea of getting like, maybe not addicted, but dependent on it. Like if you get used to it and then you start feeling, like it doesn't really help you, it just makes you feel bad if you don't drink coffee. I'm afraid of getting there, but I also don't love the taste of it, so maybe I should just steer clear. Your grammar is crazy, it's okay. Alright, I'll just take that at face value and just stop it, I suppose. I continue to have work tomorrow, but here I remain. Am I, like, keeping you up, Nato? I remember you said it was, like, 1:30 in the morning or something, and that was a long time ago. Alright, this will be the last one then, I think. Wait, you're the person that killed me last time, aren't you? No, free me! You know what? Yeah, this is how we're fighting out. What was that music? Hello. Get in the pit. No! How is he stronger than me? I don't understand. Has anyone ever heard of a game called Pikmin? Yeah. I say I used to play it. I think I watched my dad play it on GameCube. And then, much more recently, I saw my sister and my dad play Pikmin 3 on Switch. But I didn't actually watch much of the gameplay. I just know they played it. For the bloopers reel too. I'm gonna have to click on that one. We'll be ending soon. I'll be able to see it. Coffee is gross, but I do have a Red Bull addiction. That actually sounds worse, I think. At the very least, it's not so, I don't know, accepted in society. My dad is a gamer. Not really. He used to play games. He still plays games sometimes. He doesn't play games much, though. Blue Flame out here with great game taste. Wait, what have they been saying? Oh, it's Pikmin again, yeah. Have I tried Yumi Nikki? I don't know if that's how I meant to pronounce it. Yume Nikki, maybe? But no, I haven't. I'm not sure what it is. My plan is to normalize drinking copious amounts of Red Bull. Not really on board with that. Also, yes, again, I know it's a joke question, but I love Mario games. I just wish there were more. They re-released so many for the Switch, and the Switch is already so old. Give me new Mario games. Like, Mario 3D World, that was amazing, and we actually, like, completely finished it. Like, we did the, we unlocked the Star World and did whatever else and got all the stars on it. We did, like, everything there. There's all the classics. To be fair, gamer dags are on the rise. I mean, I hope they would be. There's more gamers in general, so there being more gamer people around is quite nice. So, where is the music coming from? Every now and then I hear it. Oh! Is he... He's emoting, okay. That is what it is. Play Mario on stream, doesn't matter which one. So, I do have a Switch. I have not turned it on in many months. I do have one. I don't have a capture card, though, so I actually wouldn't be able to do that as a impromptu thing. I'd have to buy one of those and get set up. I have 100% the Wii one twice. I think we have as well. We've played through it. I don't know about... Actually, no, we haven't 100%ed it every time. But we've played, like... We have, like, 6 different save files. Like, we'd always come back to it. And have I played Baba Is You? I have. It's a very fun game. I didn't actually finish it, though. I got close, and then I got stuck on, like, a few different levels, and I, you know, stopped having fun, so I couldn't be bothered to come back to it. My dad's a gamer dad, but only really plays World of Warcraft 3 with me. I've never played World of Warcraft. I played a ton of different, somewhat similar games, like RuneScape, Wizard 101, Toontown. I know those are... the last two are not that similar, but I feel like it's all, like, you know, some... There's overlapping things there. It's all, like, quest-based, roam around the world type stuff. I could teach you how to speedrun Super Mario Odyssey. I didn't even finish that game. I can't remember why. We got, like, most of the way through. Wizard 101. Yeah, I love that game. I actually, like, had a stupid amount of hours in that. I got, like, really far. But it was, like, again, it was one of the weird ones that you had to pay, like, a monthly subscription just to play. I remember playing that game and oh my god. It was fun. I really did enjoy it. You should get Metroid Dread. I've heard the name, I don't know what it is. I haven't played any of the Metroid games though. So I don't know if it's... Like, is that good for anyone? Or is it better for people that have already been, like, involved in the series? And also, see you later, Baco. I just saw that. Play Inscription is one of my top 5 games. Alright, you know, it's going on the list as well then. I do have it on my wish list, but if it's still on sale, then I'll consider it. Solo Sabertooth Mount 20. Oh god. I remember I like wasted loads of money because I remember for Wizard 101, at one point I ran out of the money stuff you needed for the monthly subscription. Because I wasn't just paying directly for it, I was paying for the currency, and I was using the currency for the monthly payment. And also, Pat Moses, congratulations again. But yeah, and then I had like several months worth of the currency stacked up, and instead I just spent it all on like random loot boxy stuff for a mount that I wanted, and I didn't get. And then I stopped playing. How do you see who's the mod? They have a a green thing next to their name. But anyway, this is the end of the stream, guys. So I'm gonna bounce out. There we go. But yeah, they should have a green thing next to their name. Right now, that's just Robodog, Kalu, and literally a pirate ship. I was gonna say M, but they won't know who that is. Later, man. See you later, Destructor, man. Thanks for coming, everyone. Let me quickly find someone to raid. All right. It is quiet though. I need to get like stream music. Wait, Northern Lights playing Fall Guys. We have to. He's not gonna notice, but I'm sending you guys there. All right. Raids Northern Line. There we go. Can I have mods? No. All right. See you later, guys. Thanks for coming. Next streams on Sunday, we'll be playing Sar at the end. Super Animal Royale. Northern Line is my second favorite streamer. Actually, the same for me. I think Justin's my top one, but I love like all of the NLSS guys. So, see you later, guys. Goodbye.